International dating, online international dating, foreign brides, male brides, international Cupid, Filipina Cupid, Ukraine Cupid, whatever you got going on, that you sometimes, as older men, make the mistake of desiring, and it's fair enough. When you look at the Western world, you start to think, okay, there's not women that I can settle down with, because men have. It seems that we live in a time when men are more desiring of long-term relationship, aka marriage, than women. Women want to be outside for as long as they can be outside, and then it's only time that slows them down when they see that, hey, crap, I'm getting older. The things I was working with, they don't look the same thing. I'm not as cute as I used to be. I'm getting exhausted. Then they want to slow down. It's not because of just, okay, let me slow down because it's the right thing to do. I find that a lot of women are slowing down when either the circumstances are like the economy is doing not too, the economy is not very good, and or the aging out of this, of the dating scene. But the international dating, this is the part where men become disillusioned, because for the first time, you jump off your normal 9 to 5, whatever it is that you do, and you got a good job, you make 50, 60, 70,000, maybe even 100,000. You jump online and you're now talking to an Asian girl who is maybe, you could be in your 40s, 50s, and she's in her 20s, and she's liking you and everything else. The part that a lot of men do not step up into that arena with the understanding of is the ladies in each and every country, whether she's in Kenya, whether she's in Zambia, where I'm from, whether she's in Ukraine, whether she's in Russia, she's not the normal girl. This girl has looked at her environment and said, I want to get out of here. I want to get the F out of here. I don't want to be here. I don't like my environment. I want to get out of here. How can I get out of here? Oh, wait, I'm pretty. I'm an attractive person. I've always got guys to lay up on me, like lay up with me, and they give me money. So why can't I just take my talents overseas? So now you signed up and you see this pretty young thing, and she's like, hi, puppy, whatever she gonna call you. And you're like, oh, she likes me. Remember, you are in a sense of desiring to settle with a pretty lady. And there's a lady on the other side of the screen desiring to escape her environment. It would not matter if you had no teeth. It would not matter if you was bald, losing hair, you don't got no hair. It would matter if you were so heavy, like a hippo. She would like you. Why? Because you are the face of freedom. I believe that the majority of girls that get on this international dating sites are they're the true survivors. They want to get out the environment. They generally do not like the men that they're into. Now, of course, somebody say, well, look, I met my wife on a dating platform. She was an international. We've been in love for 20 years. That's your story. Good for you, sir. Okay? It happens. There's some women with genuine intentions. But you and I know that there's a lot of millionaire women who became millionaires not because they earned it, but because some man was married and some man was divorced. A lot of ladies, their startup capital did not come from them, their hard work. Some men funded it, and then she said, I've changed the way I feel. I've been a victim of that. I sponsored a lady, I was into her, everything else. But at some point, feelings changed, but the money stayed. So the international dating thing, it can be a huge scam on a man's heart, because the man is moving with his feelings and his emotionality. The woman is being, she's a survivalist. She's focused on, how do I get out of here? She's focused on anybody. That's our prayer. Anybody. I don't care as long as they get me out of here. And that's why I believe a lot of these things do not really generally work, because the woman is desiring to get out of her environment. The man's coming in believing that she's got good intentions. So she'll do whatever it takes. If it's kissing you, acting affectionate, you travel there, she has to prove that she's worthy of the escape. After all, you are the face of freedom. So I do believe a lot of men who engage with these females, most of those ladies on those platforms are just trying to get off their environment. I can't blame them. Unfortunately, it's packaged as love. It's presented to you as I love you, and you're like, are you sure you love me? Yeah. You were never gonna look at anybody else but me, yeah. And you would never you've never gotten that type of girl in your past. You think that just because you're presenting UK money or American money or Canadian money, or Australian money, that somehow now you're being transformed from the type of man that you look like. You know what you look like, and now you're Mr. Prince Charming. The World Wide Web is everywhere. Ladies know what they like on TikTok, on Instagram. There's a certain lifestyle that they desire. And if you're the gateway to it, so be it. If she has to kiss a few frogs before she meets a Prince Charming, you're going to be the frog. You're going to be the financier. You're going to be the big baller, Mr. Boss Man, Mr. Sugar Daddy. But you don't know that. You're in love. Or, the girls over there, they love us in Thailand. They love us in Vietnam. They don't care about what I look like. Yeah, they do. It's just that internationally, they've surveyed the environment. They took an inventory of the environment, and they've decided they want to go to Canada. They want to go to Australia. They want to go to England. They want to go to the United States. So as men now, with that information, move cautiously. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. You need to be doing this like an interviews with checkpoints and everything else. And women are only as faithful as their limitations. When you go to cultures where it's shamed or it's looked down upon for them to have certain things, they'll behave within those parameters. You remove those parameters, bring her to the United States, now you're going to discover what she's really made of, because she's watching other influencers and how girly is what they do over there. So you remove the culture, remove the religion, you remove all these barriers. Now you're going to see what women are women at all times. So the international aspect of it does a lot of men. They lose a lot of money, and oftentimes you invest money into that country and you can't even travel there, and you don't even know, because oftentimes it's in her name or things like that. You don't speak the language. So this video is primarily made for those men that are exhausted with Western systems, and the first reactions to jump on an app. But remember that these girls, they have heard what men are saying. Oh, we're tired of these women. And they've heard what the men have said. Oh, the women over there are better. So, of course, all they have to do is present the better. You feel me? Like, they just have to present the thing that you say they are. Oh, they're submissive. Oh, I'm just going to appear submissive. Or women in the DRC, they are just so much more submissive. So she hears that. She sees that. Everybody's watching that. Whatever you're watching, they're watching it too. They know how you're being treated by your local women. So, and they know that you're going to be like, I'm going to go overseas. And then you show up, pop up on their screen. So all she has to do is present that. And then she's going to leverage you. That's not to say you cannot meet somebody genuine, but just move with the understanding that most women on those international Cupid platforms are essentially looking to get out. And let's say once they out of the environment, the pressure initially is the environment. And when she gets out now, the pressure is like, I don't really like this man like that. And besides, there's all these cute guys that I really wanted access to. Now I finally got a chance to be within reach of them. That was a Kenyan brother, I believe. He went to, so there was an American brother. He went to Kenya. He got this woman pregnant, had a child with her, and brought her over there. And I believe she ran over some dude, some wild man. And that's essentially what she really liked. But she put herself out on the dating platforms for anybody. I don't care who gets me out of here. Even if they have to get me pregnant, I don't mind to do it. That's how far it goes with women. I've learned that the coochie, the babies, whatever, that's just leveraging tools. It's about love. I'm not saying love cannot be born of those sites, but oftentimes I believe a lot of men, y'all men are more lovers than women are. Man, what I got going on here? Men are more lovers. Women are more calculative. You've heard the expression, men are in love, women are in business. Women are looking. I don't care if it's fat. I don't care if it's ugly. I don't care if it's Indian. I don't care if it's Pakistani. I don't care if it's Jamaican. I don't care if it's fat, ugly. I'm gonna go out of this country. Once they go out there, they're gonna figure out that you don't matter, and that's the part where men become depressed and sad and like, oh, she did me dirty. Those international platforms, are they really looking for love? Are they? All right, said enough. Peace, love, and blessing.